Last winter, I heard a very surprising news. A fire broke out in an apartment's upper floor, and the flames spread so quickly that it became a very dangerous situation before firefighters arrived. Fortunately, there was a man with a ladder truck nearby, and with his ladder truck, he saved the lives of 3 people who were trapped in the flames. I was impressed with his brave deeds and thought what I could do for my neighbor. I don't have a ladder truck, not to mention a driver's license. Are there any easy ways to love our neighbors in community? Beforehand, let's think about what neighbors in communities are. A neighbor is a person who lives close to you, and a community is a place where many people live and work. A neighbor might be a teacher in your school, the family living next door, or a close friend. It doesn't matter what their skin color is, whether they are rich or poor, or what their age is. Some people might ask, why is loving your neighbors and community important? I would say, loving your neighbors and community is how we show that we care for each other, our families, and ourselves. So, how could we love our neighbors and community? I came up with these 3 little steps. First, be kind to them. I have some experience living abroad. When my family and I first moved, everything was new to me. At first, I felt awkward to be in the middle of people who spoke a different language and who looked different. Luckily, we had great neighbors. They smiled at the shy little Korean girl when our eyes met while having a walk. They held the door for me when I was having trouble with it. And they invited my family to a Christmas party, which I will never forget. Thanks to their kindness, I have many great memories. I suggest you say hello to your neighbor at the elevator. It can be awkward at first, but you will soon feel connected as neighbors. If you be kind to them, they will be kind to you in return. The second way to love your neighbors and community is to behave appropriately. For example, you can behave appropriately by helping to keep your community clean. When I walk my dog, I always clean up after her. It's disgusting, but it also makes me feel proud that I am doing my part to keep the community clean. Throughout our lives, we come across many rules. Follow the traffic lights. Do not walk under grass. Do not litter. By following these simple rules, we can make our community cleaner and safer. The third great way to love your neighbors and community is to be helpful in ways that make your community better. You could be generous to your less fortunate neighbors by giving things that you don't need. I donated my small clothes, books, and toys to my community because I didn't need them anymore. Someone might say it is a lot easier to just throw things away than to donate. It can be cumbersome, but once you do it, I bet you'll feel proud of yourself. Not to mention, it will be a great help to the recipient. Here is a small tip for those who want to donate but don't know how to. Search donate or charity on the internet. You will find various sites collecting books, clothes, toys, and more. Some organizations accept goods by post. Some even have pickup service. It's not as difficult as you might think. In conclusion, helping and loving your neighbors and community is important, and there are many easy ways to do it. You could be kind, be appropriate, and be helpful. These easy little steps are a great way to love your neighbors and community and will make a better community for your neighbors and yourself. I would like to take this opportunity to suggest that we follow these 3 little steps. The change might not be grand, but I'm sure it will make a difference in 10 years or 20 years. We can make a happier, safer, and livable communities together. If you love your neighbors and community, you'll get so much love in return. Thank you for listening to my speech.